Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Sports Talk on the Success Table. I am Zach Barnett. Before we get into this interview, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also, if you like our content, hit the notification bell. Let's get into our interview today with Andre Carter, defensive lineman that played in the NFL. So up to that point in your career, which coaches and players had the most impact on you as a player in person?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go down the line. I got drafted by Steve Mariucci coming into San Francisco. And actually, Steve Mariucci was he was a coach that actually recruited me out of college. And then a week prior to me making my announcement to what school I was going to go to, Mooj went to San Francisco 49ers. I'm like, are you kidding me? But it worked out. But Steve Mariucci was great. Dwayne Board was my first position coach, who I loved. And actually, he was a great players coach because he played the game. He understood it. He was on Super Bowl, winning elite team. Bill Walsh, can't forget about Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh wasn't coaching at the time, but I just got to talk about Bill Walsh because I was his last draft class. So for me to be drafted and play 13 years was definitely a blessing to him. You saw something in me that I probably didn't see in myself. So that was great. You know, moving forward, Joe Gibbs, such a phenomenal human being, family man. Very family oriented. I mean, he was always just big on church and family. You know, and had a love and passion for the game. So played hard for him. Let's see here. Bill Belichick, obviously just, the name speaks for itself, but never been around a head coach that just knew football. I mean, X's and O's. He knew everything about everything. And then just understanding him, he coached a lot of football. I mean, and so he understood special teams, understood defense, understood offense. I never had a head coach that was so hands-on. I mean, we would have defensive line meeting room, and he'd walk in and talk ball. I mean, that was just him. He knew who the opponents were. I mean, he was just a mastermind, strategist. Just understanding the game, how to call, how to make calls, how to set up, players, or how to set up schemes. He was on it. Back in my Washington days, my D-line coach, Greg Blosh. Just a great human being, pushed me to be at my best. As far as players, I was fortunate to play with Brian Young. Hopefully, I think he got nominated for the Hall of Fame. I had some great teammates, Julian Peterson, Jamie Winborn, who got drafted with me. And then moving forward, my whole D-line from the Washington Redskins days, Philip Daniels, Joe Salavea, Ronaldo Wynn. We were a close-knit group. Marcus Washington was my guy. He got me out of my shell down the road. And then New England days had fun with Gerard Mayo, Vince Wilfork was a good dude. So been around a lot of good football players, and obviously can't forget about Tom Brady.
For sure, man.
I always said if I had Tom Brady, probably most of my career I probably have 80 sacks because unfortunately in this business I lost more than I won. So at least you knew Tom was going to put up 30 something points a game, so it give you more opportunity to rush the passer. So great work ethic. The man was a machine. He was the first one in, the last one out. His work ethic was just on a whole nother level. But one of the most nicest dudes to me. But when it came to practice and games, he was a competitor. He was a competitor. That's why he is who he is.
Definitely, man. Did that help that culture in New England? Did that help you pick them again for a second go around in your career?
Well, I knew it was getting towards the end, and for me, I just wanted to finish my career on a winning note, and we were so close. Just unfortunately, we were banged up with injuries, and when we played in the AFC Championship, Denver was just a better team. I mean, they just had all the weapons, they were healthy, and we were just running on fumes. But it was close but no cigar.
Hey, It happens that way.
It
Injuries,
does.
it always happens in the NFL. So
It sure does.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.